Our next candidate is at the table. Your name and the position you're running for.
Patrick Saunders. I'm running for council as an independent.
Patrick, first question for you is the first question for everybody today, and that is, do you live in Richmond? And if so, how long have you lived here?
I've lived here 49 of my 51 years.
So you've seen this city over a number of decades.
When I first moved here, it was merely around 60,000 people with a lot of ditches and one four-way, technically got four-way stop.
Wow.
Now
okay, that leads me to my first question, and you've been here a long time. Do you feel that Richmond maybe is expanding too rapidly, not rapidly enough? As someone who's been a long-term citizen of this town, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's time that we densified within the space we have now and preserve the farmland for future generations, because we do need to eat.
Yeah. Hearing that a lot today about the farmland. Can you tell our viewers that may not know you why you've chosen to run and talk a bit about your work history?
Well, I chose to run simply because I have 3 school-age children, and I just wanted to maybe step in and just as a sense of duty, single father, to come in and see if I can make a difference and leave when I do, the city in a better place.
Good answer. And it leads me to my next question, which is, as someone who's lived here a long time, you have a next generation, you said you have 3 kids. What is Richmond most in need of right now?
Oh, geez, that's not a single question, but I would say definitely the hospital we have. It is very in need of a new location, not just a new wing.
So not an expansion or a new wing. Just
it can only go up, and I mean, it's boxed in.
Sure.
That whole land in Garden City should perhaps be looked at. Not the whole, maybe a quarter of it, actually. And I think, like the airport, we should get in sort of what would one call it? Talks with First Nations in both Tawasin and Musqueam about that land and how they can work with us to make that a viable place for a hospital.
Just with the last minute or so that we have left, could you talk a bit about your history? You've been here a long time as a citizen, but your professional history and why you feel that you're right for this position?
Well, I don't have a history with governance.
No, or just your work history. I mean, tell us a bit about you.
I've worked with Atler Street Youth for over 8 years. Prior to that, I was on a board of directors with a hotel group back in Europe. Otherwise, I've worked with Ministry of Forests. I've worked for airlines, formerly called CPR.
Yeah, I remember the yes, of course.
Yes. So my family history, though, it's always stuck here in Richmond since my parents came here in 1956.
So long history between you and then your parents before you, and you're looking out for obviously the next generation coming up. So we appreciate your time today. We want to wish you the best of luck.
Mr. Wigglesworth, so
no
smoking.
That goes back. Thanks for your time today.
All right, take care.
Cheers.